Hello, today I'm going to talk about an app you can get for your Android phones, possibly for Apple as well, I'm not sure. It's called iHunt Calls. It's basically a game call for your phone. I will be giving you my thoughts on it and giving you some examples of the calls. So stay tuned. Thank you. Alright, so this is what the thumbnail for iHunt Calls looks like. Tap on that. It'll come up with your menu. Now, I have not used all of these possibilities, of course. I'll just go through some of the ones that I know more about, whether I think they sound realistic. Here you have coyotes. You can make sounds like an actual coyote itself or prey calls. You know, you're not going to get the greatest volume unless you possibly hook this up to a Bluetooth speaker, which I've read about people doing. But if you're in a quiet environment, and you just want to give it a shot, don't have any other call with you, something to do, like here's Cottontail Distress. I have my phone volume about halfway. Let's try Turkey Attack. I could see where that might be something in the spring or fall turkey seasons to try, or to get other coyotes to come in thinking there's an easy meal. Here's their coyote locator. There's sirens, coyote challenges. Here's like a rodent squeaker. That should be a good sound to use. Try to draw in a coyote. That lasts 56 seconds, it looks like. Alright, let's back out of coyotes. Let's go to deer. Like a hurt fawn, that'd probably bring in coyotes as well. Oh yeah. And it would bring in does too, I would imagine. Oh, here doe bleat. Estrus bleat. A buck dominant grunt. You can see some of those, like the buck dominant grunt goes for 1 minute and 38 seconds. So you could let that play for a while. Your buck grunt, just 1 second. Here you have some buck rubbing a tree, bucks fighting. Which would be like rattling antlers. Snorts, fawn distress again. Different kinds of deer, roe, sika deer, sika. I can never remember how to pronounce that. But obviously most people are gonna focus on whitetails. Let's try, there's fox, geese, elk, hawks and eagles, mice and rats, moose, owls, pheasant, prairie dogs, quail, rabbits, raccoons, sheep and lamb, snipe, squirrels, turkeys, zebra. And some of these would just be fun to, if you had a Bluetooth speaker, just hide it somewhere and goof around and fool your friends. I know like the bobcat calls can be extremely loud and piercing. Let's try turkeys. Let's go with a gobble. Cut. hen clucking, hen purring. I don't know. I think for the most part, these sound pretty realistic and close to true and close to what you get out of a hand call. I mentioned bobcat. Let's go back to bobcat. I believe maybe this bobcat distress was the super piercing one. Let's go to a bobcat growl. Let's just do number 7. How about purring? Well, that would be interesting to use. Various birds. Oh, woodpecker. Mourning dove. That sounds pretty realistic. Redheaded woodpecker. So as you can see, even alligators. Wow, that sounds scary. I have no experience with alligators. Bears. Bear cub distress. I'd probably bring in some sows. Grizzly growl. But as with any electronic type call, before you use it in an actual hunting situation, make sure you consult your game regulations and know if it is legal or not to use. Like crows, a lot of people use crow calls. Crowing and owl, crow and hawk. Rabbit killing crows. Huh, that's interesting. Crow death cry. Owl cripples crow. But a lot of these, if you're a crow hunter, they would bring them in. Here's ravens. So all in all, it's been a fun app to play with. I've played with it a few times. I've never actually used these in a hunting situation. I've used them in the yard to play around with my kids and fool them into wondering what the heck was going on. Sorry, just had to try a cow out. So all in all, you can get this app in the Play Store. It's definitely for Android. I don't know about Apple. But if you're just looking for something to potentially use hunting or just for fun, I recommend iHunt calls. And there's, again, what the thumbnail looks like. Thanks for your time. Until next time.